What's good, YouTube? That here, back again once again. And today, today, we have more Pokemon Sun and Moon news and information for you guys. I know I said all these videos are going to go out on the same day, but that's just too much to upload all at once, so we just spaced it out nice and evenly throughout the week. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know what we're going to speak about. I'm sure a lot of you guys have your own thoughts and opinions, which I'd love to hear down in the comment section below. But today, we're going to be talking about the new island challenges, the island Kahunas involved in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So if you're hyped for Sun and Moon, and of course if you're a proud member of the Happy Nation, make sure you smash the like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. But we are not alone today, ladies and gentlemen. We have the island Kahuna of the what's the planet you're from? Zektar region. Numnexus.
Hi. Hello.
He is not one of us. He's from the planet Zektar.
I'm from the planet Vector. Born from an egg.
He's born from an egg.
That's me.
So, getting into things. The first thing, we're gonna talk about 3 different things today. As you guys see, we have the Right of the Island Challenge, the Trial Captains, and the Kahunas that lead each island. Let's start with the Right of the Island Challenge. The Right of the Island Challenge is, according to the Pokemon website, one aspect of the unique culture that is developed in the Alola region is the Island Challenge, an adventurous rite that involves traveling through each of the 4 islands. This event helps young people grow into fine Pokemon trainers. As the main character of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, you yourself are destined to attempt this island challenge. To complete each island challenge, young trial goers must overcome the trials in store on each of the 4 islands. These trials are not limited to battling with Pokemon. They take a variety of forms, such as finding items or completing tests of knowledge. You will not be able to accomplish them with ordinary methods.
Hey, wait a minute. I kind of like where it's going. The ordinary methods.
What are you implying?
Well, I'm actually assuming right now, maybe if it's not ordinary methods, well, obviously it's not a hit it and quit it type of method, you know. Unfortunately, because Malo could get this wrong. But I'm assuming that when they say they don't do ordinary methods, in the gyms. Well, I mean, there's probably gonna be gyms, but as of what they're talking about right now, this is not a fucking gym.
Well, they have a gallery preview here where Mallow is here, and she says, "I'm gonna need you to find 4 ingredients for me." Kiawe, whoever the hell this is, your task will be to find the difference between the 2.
The 2 what?
I don't know. It's just screenshots. Apparently, you're riding a Lapras and some crazy shit's happening. And then there's this little anime boy standing here in front of us.
You know what? That's actually a girl. She's fine as shit. It's actually a girl. I knew first glance that was a girl.
What, the blue-haired chick?
Yep, that's a girl.
That's a girl.
That's a girl. Literally, if you look up the island captains, that's a girl.
I think it's a boy.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with either or.
All right then. All right then. I mean, I don't know. You mentioned the idea of gyms not being a thing. Everyone thinks that gyms aren't going to be a thing. I know Nick, Sacred Fire Negro, was saying that this tends it or leads it to be more of a traditional RPG. Where we have to go and complete trials and tasks and shit like that, where it's not necessarily just go and collect 8 gym badges.
Well, I think there's still gonna be gyms, but like as of now, or at least in the beginning, this is what they're. It's basically the Orange Islands. It's the anime, you know.
It's something new, so they're gonna show us this first. But my thing is this. So there's been 2 different. This is a whole other video we could speak about too. But just to touch on it briefly, there's the whole idea of these island challenges replacing gyms. But if gyms aren't in the game, then I feel like the game's going to be very, very short. Because with the island challenges, you know, what else is there to do? You know, you're just going to go around and capture Pokemon? Because these island challenges can't sit here and offer up just as much gameplay time as getting 8 gym badges would.
Yeah, no, that shit would be short as hell. It would actually be really short.
Then there's the whole idea of, oh, you have just this shorter main game in Alola that might take you like 10 hours to complete or whatever with these island challenges, and then post-game, you go and visit Kalos, and that's when you can challenge all 8 gym leaders. So you have the island challenges in Alola, which is supposed to be southwest of Kalos, and then you travel back to Kalos and you take on the original Kalos 8.
I'm about to blow your mind for this, and I've been saying the theory for months, for years. All right, I don't know how many years, like 15 years. I'm about to blow your mind for it, right? So the Alola region is set across on a coast far away from France. Think about it, right? If you literally look at the European map, right, and just so I don't sound stupid, I'm gonna do this. If you look at the European map and you look at France, what does France have near it? France has got a body of water near it. But it's also got coasts, you know, top and bottom. A small little angle too, like a little angle on the left side on the west coast. So if you think about this, right, Kalos is set in France. Small coast off that island, some type of tropical shit, alright? Boom, a region. The southern region of Kalos, you will go back to. And find Volcanion. In there. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
It'll blow your mind. But no, I straight up think that the game is still gonna have gym leaders. But the thing is, though, is I think these island challenge trials are, it's like filler. You know, I feel like this is the beginning of the game. It's just filler, cause like the Orange Islands, cause I really feel like this is so similar to the Orange Islands, like new forms of Pokemon and island. You know,
well, there's the whole idea. I mean, they could still very well have gym leaders, but PK actually brought this idea that all of this is going to be post game, and I'm like, I could see it being like post game tasks to complete, like they've done that before, and it seems like it's small enough to be included in the post game. But at the same time, it feels too, I don't know, it feels too prominent. They're making too much of a deal out of this just for it to be post-game material. Because, you know, traditionally post-game isn't anything that really has a whole lot of focus or attention on it. You know, so I don't know. I feel like it would be nice if they were to mix it all together. Like, you would have, before you moved on to the next island, you had to take on the island challenge. And then you move on to the next island, get the next 2 or 3 gym badges, then take on the next island challenge. That would be a nice way to break up the actual game itself, not necessarily into chapters. I'm not trying to say it that way, just break out the monotony that we've always known of, like first badge, second badge, third badge, fourth badge, fifth badge, sixth badge, and then you tie in that whole evil team storyline into it. That's 3 main plot elements all going on at once. Be lit.
Well, I mean, this could be a reach, right? But what I think is, I actually straight up think that, like, you know how in like the beginning of games, some games, like how they this is gonna sound so stupid, but like in the beginning of the games, like if you go into the grass and Oak stops you, maybe this is like the beginning of the game for this before you actually, like, well, no, I'm gonna stop because you actually get to start a Pokemon. But you know, like Diamond and Pearl, or like the Starlies and shit like that, and they were attacking, you know, when you went to the lake, it might be some type of small shit like that. But post game sounds wise, but I just don't think that, like, it's like, how do I put this, like, not strong enough to be post game. Like, I don't know how to word this.
But isn't that what post game is supposed to be? It's just supposed to be something extra.
I mean, yeah, but
and
usually
just think
post
about it.
games
Like,
are like extravagant, you know?
No, not normally. Not normally. What post game had something extravagant to it? First gen, there was no post game. Second gen would be the only one that I would include as that, because third gen post game was non-existent.
Yeah, second gen is pretty extravagant.
Fourth gen,
only the battle frontier, the battle pike, the battle dome, battle pyramid, all that shit.
Fourth gen was kind of lit. Fifth gen, I mean, I'm not really gonna. I didn't think it was all that. All you do is just complete the region. And 6th gen had no post game unless you're a fan.
Yeah, there was nothing there. That's a good joke. I don't know. This might be some type of island thing. It's confusing.
I mean, I could see it, because just picture, like, you play through the game, you get your badges, you defeat the evil team, save the world, whatnot, and now you have to prove yourself to the islands.
I never thought of it as being, wow. Shout out to PK. I never thought of it being post game at all. Wow, that
the only argument I have countering that is the fact that they're putting so much emphasis on it, and they wouldn't put that much emphasis on something that's just post game.
Post game, exactly.
Who knows?
Exactly.
Anyway.
I mean, this could be a thing just for the islands, and then once you're done with this and one of the grand trials, one of the Kahunas, then you know, go do gym leaders and shit like that.
I mean, my thing is, I have to go back and rewatch the trailer. But the next thing we're going to speak about is actually the totem Pokemon. We can see what level of Mon they're using against the totem Pokemon, because if they're using like level 5, I mean, this thing is throwing out a Litten, so I don't think it's going to be post game. And you're not going to have a Litten post game. You're going to have its final.
I was going to say, you're not going to have just the Litten post game.
Well, the next thing we're going to speak about is totem Pokemon. At the end of each trial, a mighty Pokemon known as a totem Pokemon will be waiting. A totem Pokemon is much larger than others of its species, and its body is enveloped in a special aura. Its power is more overwhelming than that of a standard Gumshoe, and it's surrounded by an aura.
Ooh.
My thing is, when I first heard totem Pokemon, I was like, Tapu Koko, we're gonna see the rest of them, and then fucking Donald Trump is sitting there, and I'm like, what? And we know 2 of the totem Pokemon already.
We know 2?
Lurantis. No. Tapu Koko's not a totem Pokemon. He watches over the island of Melee, but he's not a totem Pokemon. we have, well, we don't know if he is or not actually, but I'm going to assume that they're just pulling regular mons. They're not going to use this legendary Pokemon as a totem Pokemon, because from the trailer we have Gumshoes, and then we know from Lurantis' description on the website that Lurantis is a totem Pokemon of one of the islands as well.
Really?
It says it.
Wow. I mean, that thing's got a badass design. Shout out to that.
I mean, I can do some clicking around here and find it. What were you gonna say?
When they said when they said totem Pokemon, I was like, maybe we're gonna get like the other, like 3 of Tapu Koko, and they're all gonna like stack pile up and combine with each other and become some type of Power Rangers type of shit, you know? But
you see, it says Lurantis is the totem Pokemon of Lush Jungle, the site of an Akala Island trial. It will overwhelm trial goers with the powerful combos and unleashes with the Pokemon allies it calls.
so then is Gumshoes also a totem Pokemon, or is it just an example?
No, we saw it. We saw it in the trailer. Gumshoes is a totem Pokemon. It called on the young goose to come aid itself, so I'm guessing Lurantis is going to call upon the Formantis to come and aid it.
Okay, well, Lurantis will be pretty free. If you struggle with that, can't be me.
What, you don't like Lurantis?
No, I love Lurantis, but its pre-evolution is absolute hotcakes ass.
How? How are you going to say that?
I love Lurantis, but the pre-evolution hotcakes ass. One of the worst Pokemon I've seen in my life.
Wow.
That thing looks repulsive, dude.
Wow.
I probably would use that to like floss my teeth, dude. That shit is gross.
Formantis is dope as shit too. I love it. So with totem Pokemon, that means that we now have, it says at the end of each trial, so that means we have the trial to get through. It doesn't say that we're battling the trial leaders or the trial masters or whatever. I feel like, if anything, that might be post-game. If all of this is in the regular game, post-game you'll get the chance to actually battle the trial captains or whatever. But, so it means you have to get through the trials, and then you have to fight a totem Pokemon at the end. That's supposed to be, quote-unquote, harder. But, in addition to that, it says sophisticated combos and SOS battles. I don't know what SOS means. When totem Pokemon battle, they summon ally Pokemon to join them. With the support of these allies, the totem Pokemon become even more powerful, and it seems that Pokemon other than totem Pokemon sometimes call on allies to aid them. As Gumshoe calls
So basically, it's a gang.
It's a gang.
Like Gumshoe comes up, he's like, "You mess with my homies? You in a gang?"
In the wrong neighborhood.
I mean, it doesn't sound like most of the totem Pokemon will be like that threatening, even though their power is. It's increased, right? Their power is increased, the totem Pokemon. So then this totem Gumshoes then is stronger than actual Gumshoes, and then totem Lurantis is stronger than actual Lurantis, but it's still Gumshoes and Lurantis. So
which don't seem like crazy threatening Pokemon either.
Exactly, you know. I mean, so it's like, you know, it shouldn't be the world's most difficult thing, but then I'm assuming then that's why I can't see it being post-game, because if it was post-game, I feel like there'd be more threatening stuff, but then again, I don't know why, it's my gut. I don't know why I get this feeling that it should be something more threatening for it to be post-game. But these mons, like Florantis and like Yungoon, look like mons that you would find, like, you know, early
I'm using Lurantis on my team.
Same. By all means, same. It's amazing.
Oh, and his hidden ability will be Chlorophyll. I'm telling you, it
should be.
Its description.
If they do solar power, I'm gonna be pissed.
Its description about Formantis says that it evolves through photosynthesis. It's all about sleeping during the day to pull in the sun. It has Solar Blade, which is Solar Beam, just physical. If they don't give it fucking Chlorophyll, I'm gonna be so goddamn mad.
If they bullshit it and they do solar power, like, I'm just gonna rage. I'm gonna rage if they do solar power, because I'm terrified because I could see solar power. Oh, use the sun power.
Sunflora has Chlorophyll and solar power, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna say, is there a grass type that actually uses solar power? Because when I hear solar power, the first thing that comes to mind for me is Houndoom.
Yeah,
doesn't Charizard get it?
Charizard gets it. Heliolisk gets it.
Because I was gonna say, if you think about all the mons that traditionally run Solar Beam, there's Venusaur, Victory Bell. There's someone else I was about to say.
Charizard Y.
No. I'm talking grass types.
Oh, grass types.
Oh god, I just had 3 examples in my head. I was crafting this whole argument. I can't remember.
I have nothing.
What's another grass type that gets Chlorophyll?
Executor.
You're gonna be that guy, okay? Yeah,
but he does.
I don't remember what game I was playing. I had some ROM hack I was playing where I had an Executor and a Magmar on my team. That Executor had Chlorophyll and Solar Beam, and that Magmar had Sunny Day, and they worked so well together. It was amazing.
Oh, I'll use Chlorophyll too.
And Solar Beam. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
So if fucking Lurantis doesn't get it, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, I'd still be pretty mad if Lurantis doesn't get it. Like, that she has no reason not to get it.
Fucking stupid.
Be mad, boy.
Well, the final aspect of island challenge, I almost forgot the name of it. We have Grand Trials. The final trial on each island is called the Grand Trial. It is a Pokemon battle against the Kahuna, who leads that island. If a trial goer succeeds in clearing this Grand Trial, he or she will be publicly recognized as having cleared all the island's trials and can move on to the next island. So, that's how we know it's not post-game. The entire conversation we had is completely irrelevant.
Completely debunked. Okay, good. My gut was right. Shout out to my gut.
Busted.
Shout out to the gut.
Because you can't move on to the next island. So this is a nice way to actually break up the game, break up the monotony of getting 8 badges, or break up the storyline or whatever. You have to pause and then access this other side quest, like, I don't know what I was thinking, storyline that you can go ahead and access. So they'll increasingly get more difficult as they go. So it's like you're battling the Elite Four as you go throughout the game.
That's cool too, because I never would have expected Hala of the Melemela Island to actually be one of the Grand Trials of the Kahunas. That's kind of cool. I actually would love to know who the rest are. I mean, hey, what if my boy Kakui pulls up?
No. He's the professor. He's the professor.
He pulls up, he's like, I am you, but stronger.
Speaking of the actual individuals themselves, we have the trial captains, and we only have one Kahuna. I almost said Kakuna so far. The trial captains, each trial has a captain whose role is to provide guidance to trial goers. All of the captains are trainers who undertook trials on their own island challenge a few years earlier. And you're right. The first one is Lana, is a captain who is an expert with water-type Pokemon. She is dedicated to her family and is a reliable older sister who watches over her younger sisters.
Can't deceive my eye, man. I know when I see a female. You can't deceive my eye.
She looks like a little boy.
I mean, yeah, but if you've read Pokemon, the manga, Pokemon Special Yellow, I got the same feel too. I got the same feel too. So
she's a water type. She's expert with water type Pokemon.
She's got like a little fishing rod and that little Atlantis like.
So we haven't seen. Have we seen any new water type Pokemon from the Alola region?
Bruxish.
Bruxish, yeah.
The Bruxish, which is actually I love that Pokemon.
I'm sure
We've also seen Wimpod.
Oh yeah, that Pokemon's dope as fuck.
Dude, he's good. I'm telling you, he will have so much potential. It will be crazy.
I think he will. Except for those shiny hunters. You're hunting for a shiny one and he runs away.
Oh my god. And then Popplio, of course.
Popplio, yeah. So I don't know. I think we're gonna see another like powerful water type, or maybe it's gonna be one of those things like in 6th gen, how he had like Barbaracle was like a significant water type, but it's not like super important to the point that a regular story character like this couldn't have them. So I don't know. I think we're gonna have another water type mon that's like a 2 or 3 stage, a 1 or 2 stage evolution.
If we get something too, if we get like some type of like crazy water Pokemon that's like on the scale of Gyarados, I would probably lose my shit. Like
I think we should.
I think it's been a while.
Some sea monster.
Have we gotten something like on the scale of Gyarados in terms of water Pokemon since Gyarados?
Since Milotic, I can't think so. You mean scale in like size or just scale in like threat?
No, scales in like just threat, like cool. Cause I can't think of it on top of my head, but I don't think that we have. I don't.
The Barkle.
What? It's like an evolved like hybrid hermit shell, type of weird shit.
I mean, I was gonna say Dragalge, but that's not a water type, so I don't know. I don't think so. I think a giant like. How could you do it without copying Gyarados though? Exactly.
I mean, it could look like kind of really like weird. Cause I mean, so far all the Sun and Moon mons have like I like all of them. They all got that cultural like weird look. I
don't know.
We actually really haven't gotten like I'm looking through the Pokedex right now. I was gonna say Garchomp, but I'm like, you got a water type, and let's Alolan Garchomp, but
Alolan Garchomp.
No,
they can't do that. They can't do that. Because Garchomp on his own is already broken. Then he has a Mega Evolution. Now you're gonna give him an entirely separate form.
Hey, Mewtwo has 2 Megas, dude.
So
anything can happen.
We're gonna get a Alolan Mewtwo. Mewtwo's gonna be in a cave deep underwater.
Oh my god.
He's gonna be in a cave.
Swimming with his scuba gear.
Deep underwater, and he's gonna be fairy type, just pure fairy Mewtwo.
No, you actually, while you sleep, you could be a mermaid.
What?
Like you just get up like the torso of a mermaid, dude.
He'd be fairy water Mewtwo.
I mean, yeah, we could say Jellicent on the same scale as Gyarados. We could actually say Jellicent.
Maybe like description-wise, but not like really Jellicent on the same scale as Gyarados.
No, not Jellicent. Fuck that. No, we haven't gotten a water type on the scale of Gyarados. That's just like cool, menacing. So like, rip. So I'd love to see a Alolan Lapras. You know, see a
Alolan Lapras. I was gonna say like a Plesiosaur type of sea monster, but we already have Lapras, so it would kind of just be like Jack and Lapras. But then again, we have like 9 different species of turtles in Pokemon, so.
I was gonna say yeah.
Woo! You never know.
Hollow frogs too.
Speaking of turtles, well, I was speaking of turtles. I was supposed to be a segue because grass type with Torterra, and the next chick is grass. Anyways, Captain Mallow is an expert with grass type Pokemon. She loves cooking, but it seems that sometimes her taste is a bit peculiar.
Cause she got that nut in the mouth. I love her, dude. I love her. She's great.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get a ladle. I'm a cosplayer. I'm gonna get a ladle.
No.
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 Love her, man.
So
she's great.
We have water and grass types so far. She was one that wanted us to collect things. Actually, I think when in the trailer we saw from Lana, she wanted us to like quell some sea monster or something like that. I think that was the screenshot we saw with the giant like vortex. But we saw the screenshot from Mallow. She wants us to like go and collect items for her.
Yeah, she's like, find 4 ingredients for me. Maybe she's making something. She's got a ladle.
Maybe it's the new Poffins. She's gonna teach
us
us how to make Poffins.
Yeah, it could be a Alolan drugs.
Alolan drugs.
Alolan drugs. You're like, hey, on that weed mod.
Wrong island, Jay. Wrong island. Wrong island. Up next, we have Nathan himself. Specializing in electric type Pokemon, Captain Sophocles is good with mechanics and has invented various machines. This literally is Nathan.
When you said Nathan, I thought his actual name was Nathan because he looks like a Nathan, dude.
That actually is Nathan. He should cosplay as him. But out of nowhere, what if he's related to Clement?
Are you just saying that because gadgets and electricity?
Electricity. I mean, he kind of looks like him too, don't you think?
I want his shoes. You see them kicks? You see them Pikachu 12s?
Pikachu 12.
I want those shoes, dude.
Yo, he's got that Pikachu scarf though.
I know, like that's cool as shit. And a little electrode keychain. Yo, what is that behind the electrode? A Alolan electrode confirmed?
A Alolan electrode? Maybe that'll be his ace. He'll have an electrode. Maybe it is Nexus.
Yo, a coconut. He's a coconut.
What if? I mean, he's grass ground then? No, I was gonna say, what if? I mean, it's a regular electrode. It doesn't have any difference to it, but it would make sense. Out of all the ones we've seen so far, that's the only one that has had any sort of resemblance to a Pokemon. Why would he have an electrode specifically on his keychain? I mean, then again, you could start the entire argument, why does he have a Pikachu scarf? But still, that's just electric type. But what if he actually does have an Alolan electrode as his ace?
You know, there was someone else too that I can't remember that had like a Pokemon resemblance of like with them on their clothing. I can't remember what, but I feel like it was most likely 5th gen. But like it had absolutely nothing to do with the Pokemon they had at the team of them at all. They just liked that Pokemon. Like so, I mean,
his name from the anime, Elaine or whatever, the Mega Evolution special.
Elaine,
that nigga was dressed like a Charizard.
I know, and then he asked me if Charizard X. His hair is like a Charizard X. I mean, it'd be cool as fuck. You know, if they do a Alolan Pikachu, you know, it better look cool.
Alolan Pikachu, I feel like it 100% will be a fairy type. They'll make it pure fairy.
100%. Yep.
They'll make it pure fairy. Because could you imagine how much fun they'd have in the anime with that? There'd be an entire episode of Pikachu meeting an Alolan Pikachu.
Do you imagine how crazy that'd be? Because Clefairy was supposed to be the original like Pikachu, but then like Pikachu becomes a fairy, and Clefairy, that would like bust minds, dude.
Whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude, no way!
Yeah. The final trial captain is Kiawe. He's a captain whose expertise is in fire-type Pokemon. Together with his Marowak, he studies the traditional dances that have been passed down in the Alola region. So pretty much,
confirmed already.
Alolan Marowak is confirmed.
That shit's like the Tiki Twirlers, you know? The little fire Tiki Twirler is gonna be pure fire.
The warrior dancers, yeah. That's wild. They just straight up. What are you doing,
I know, they just, wow. I mean, I feel like people would have like assumed.
What are you doing,
back anyway.
What are you doing, Pokemon? Kiawe, I think he looks like Junkrat.
Yeah, no, there's literally like no. He's either Junkrat or like, you know, I was gonna say me, but that's not me. I'm high.
I think it looks more like you. Everyone's saying it looks like Jay. I was like, no.
I'm like, yo, the skin color is Jay.
No, that's not. That's not. No, that's not. I'm not giving Jay that. Jay is not
Jay's
Kiawe.
like 2-3 tones darker than this guy anyway.
Yeah, I would say like this. You look more like this nigga than Jay does.
Yeah, I can see it. I like his sandals, dude.
See?
I'm just looking on rubbing
Yo,
my
you
hands.
like those
I'm
sandals because they look like ninja shoes. That's all.
All right, yeah, they really do.
With the toes sticking out.
Whoa, that blew my mind, dude. That blew my mind.
Anyways, Kiawe, like he said, is a captain specialized in fire. So we have fire, water, grass, and electric. Oh, that's basic as fuck. So we have fire, water, grass, and electric. And he's got an Alolan Marowak. So if we have a Alolan Marowak, a Alolan Electrode, what do you think Mallow and Lana are gonna have?
I think she's gonna have a little Executor, just like be a bullshit.
Oh,
you know?
true. Alolan Executor, that's basic. And then what about
Then
Lana?
Alolan Lapras.
But Lapras is already a water type. We're talking about Mons that would become a water type in a Alola region.
I mean, Executor's already a grass type. I mean, they could just do that, you know, add on another type.
True. I mean, I guess you're right, but I don't know. You'd have to change. I don't know.
Cause it'd be weird, cause like I'm almost in one of the screenshots, there's some nigga riding a Lapras, and I don't think that's absolutely nothing to do with Lana at all. But I'm just saying that just cause Lana looks like it's in a cave with that whole little trial start screenshot.
What about
so
an Alolan Lantern, and it's Jaboon from Wind Waker?
What? What if it's an Alolan Earthring, dude? And he swims.
Where do you get that from? Why Ursaring? What the fuck?
Don't know. I thought of a bear swimming, dude. I want a swimming bear. They swim. Bears swim. I want a swimming bear. They swim. They catch fish.
The last character that we have, which is the only Kahuna we know of, obviously. Kahunas lead each island. Each of Alola's 4 islands has a leader called the Island Kahuna who governs the island. Kahunas are chosen by the Pokemon known as guardian deities, which are also found in each island. So they don't get there by battle. Well, I guess you get there by in your turn.
Can we talk about his hand though? He's like, it's time to stop.
They don't get there. I mean, I guess you could build your reputation by battling, but you don't earn the Island Kahuna spot by winning a battle. You have to be chosen by the guardian deity.
Yep.
20 bucks. 20 bucks.
Coco.
Ash is chosen by a guardian deity in the anime. 20 bucks. That nigga is literally an anomaly. Everything in the Pokemon world happens to him. Hala is the Kakuna of Melee. He is the Kahuna of Mele Island, where you have just moved to, and is also your rival Hal's grandfather. His skills are known in the Alola region. He gives you your first partner Pokemon and expects great things from you.
3 things. 1, I thought that said Meme Island at first. Deadass, not gonna lie.
Meme Island.
2, this nigga is a ripoff Watson. He looks so much like Watson. He's Watson and Professor Oak or Professor Birch combined. Literally, right there.
I can see it. Watson had his Hawaiian shirt. No, he didn't. He had just a no. In 6th gen, he had a Hawaiian shirt on. Never mind.
This is literally Alolan Watson. Because he took a vacation in Hawaii.
In the 3rd gen, he just had a jacket on, like just like a bomber jacket. And then in 6th gen, they gave him a Hawaiian shirt, and it looks alike. He's an Alolan Watson.
And 3, this nigga is Oak. Think about it. Because how we might have a badass rival? Cause we're gonna do some ties right here. Because what is his name? Hala is essentially Oak because he's the grandfather of the rival. That's 1. He's one of the strongest trainers. That's 2. And he has some type of importance with the legendary Pokemon at 3.
Yeah, we saw in the trailer that Hala actually sends out Tapu Koko.
Yes, she sends
we
it out.
We also saw he only had 3 Pokemon. He has 3 Pokemon, and one of them is Tapu Koko. So,
you know what? Can we talk about how all of these like professors have just been evolving? You know, with like the chick from Black and White, how she did some shit with Kyurem, and you know, in the 6th gen one Sycamore, he did some shit with Mewtwo and Mega Evolution, and now Hala with Tapu Koko. Like, they are just finding all of these legendary Pokemon. Like,
that's their job.
Professor appreciation right there, dude.
National Professor Appreciation Day.
They're doing great. They're doing absolutely great. They're getting places. What the hell did Oak do? He did a lot, actually.
Yeah, he really did do a lot.
It was Elm. He did nothing but hatch a token.
He learned all about breeding. You wouldn't have half of what you have today without Elm.
Okay. Yeah, but fuck Elm, dude. He's named after a tree.
No, if there's one professor I would say is worthless, it's Birch.
Birch? He's cool as shit!
I never said he wasn't cool. Just look at his accomplishments compared to everyone else. What did he study? Berries?
He got his ass beaten by a Poochyena or a Zigzagoon?
Poochyena. And in 6th gen, it happened to him like 4 times. He got defeated by a Zigzagoon, a Poochyena, a fucking Machoke chased him down. I beat his ass.
Oh my god. Yo, these Pokemon gotta leave a nigga Birch alone, man. Like, come on. Oh wait, they're all named after trees. Oh,
my thing that just popped in my head though. If we saw in the trailer that he was battling with Tapu Koko, how do we capture Tapu Koko then? Because if it's legendary, there should only theoretically be one Tapu Koko. So is it? Do we beat him? Do we beat him and Tapu Koko leaves him?
Yes, it's
And
gonna
we
be
can
some
go and
shit.
capture him?
It's gonna be some shit like how Steven and Latias and Aureus. It's gonna be just like that, or like Latios. It's literally gonna be just like that. You have to do some type of trial to get Tapu Koko to accept you. Some shit like that. You know that's gonna happen. And then Tapu Koko isn't gonna go along enjoying your journey.
Such emphasis on journey.
I know, because Pokemon says journey like every 3 seconds of their life. They always say journey. I'm like, it's not a journey. It's just, it's a midway life crisis, dude.
Well, we only know one Kahuna as of right now. We know the 4 trial captains, but there are 3 more Kahunas to be shown to us. So I don't know if
do you think the you know how Tapu Koko is like a tiki little thing? You think the other ones are essentially gonna be firewater grass? Just kind of like the island captain trials, electric, Tapu Koko, and then the rest of the 3.
If they are, I don't think they're gonna match up like that. Like I don't think Sophocles is gonna be on the island with Hala. I don't think it's gonna be that direct. At least I hope it isn't. But I don't know. We can see. I mean, the captains are already fire, water, grass, electric, and we already have an electric Kahuna. So I would like to see some sort of differences. My thing is, we have, if everything that we know goes into play as of right now, the most we can see is 4 Kahunas, 4 trial captains, 8 gym leaders, and 4 elite 4 members, and a champion.
I can see that.
That's a
I
lot.
should see that.
That's a lot.
We're gonna get gym leaders too, because I know we're still gonna have gym leaders. It's not gonna completely remove that.
What if the Alola region doesn't have Mega Evolution yet? You have your Z moves, which we're gonna speak about in a different video. But if you go with the whole idea of you have Alola, post game is Kalos, you have your 8 gym leaders, and then they finally do what everyone wanted them to do, and you give the gym leaders each a Mega Evolution, and then you have your traditional Elite 4 and champion.
Yeah, but Pokemon's making their shit.
So it's not all shoved into one region.
Easier, though.
You know what I mean?
Pokemon's making their shit like easier though, you know. So it's like if they were to do that, that wouldn't make it easy.
I'm just saying that'd be dope as fuck.
That'd be cool, yeah.
We'd see what's her name, the first chick with the Mega Scizor, and then the second one he'd have Mega T-Tar. Third one she'd have Mega Lucario. Fourth one he'd have Mega Venusaur. Fifth one, who was the 5th gym leader?
Was it Clement?
No, he was 6, wasn't he? No, he was 5. He was 5. He'd have Mega Ampharos. The 6th one would have Mega Mawile. Mega
Mawile, yep.
7th one would have Mega Slowbro.
Mega Gardevoir.
Or Mega
Slowbro,
Gardevoir,
yeah.
Mega
Gardevoir,
and the 8th one has Mega Abomasnow.
Mega Abomasnow, yep.
Literally, you could do it. You could do it. You could do it.
It could happen.
Make it
Take
happen.
notes, Game Freak.
Make it
Take
happen,
notes.
Game Freak. And then at the Elite 4 one of them, you'd have Mega Scizor. Why you said Mega Scizor? So the first chick would have Mega Pinsir or Mega
Aggron.
I mean, he could have Mega. Was he? Yeah, he was a steel user.
Aggron, yeah, Aggron is it was a steel one. And
So
then the
Mega
water guy
Aggron.
could have Mega Pelipper.
No, nigga. Mega Gyarados. Since he had a Gyarados. Didn't he have a Gyarados to begin with? Yeah. Mega Gyarados. The dragon chick, she could have a Mega Garchomp. And the fire chick, I'd give her a Mega Camerupt. Because you know that
She should actually, I think the water one actually should have Mega Blastoise. Because in the anime, he had a Mega Blastoise.
He did have a Mega Blastoise. There you go.
Yeah.
And you couldn't give the fairy type leader Mega Gardevoir because Diantha would have to have that. She had it already. So give her Mega Mawile. But still, we're rambling at this point. Let us know what you guys think about the island challenges, the trial captains, and of course the Kahunas, and pretty much anything else we spoke about. Because we spoke about not just stuff limited to this, but so many different theories and ideas have been discussed. And we're all Pokemon nerds here, so we like to hear what you guys think as well. So let us know in the comment section below. Of course, make sure you check out Kahuna Nexus's channel, linked in the description below.
Ohana.
And if you guys are hyped for Sun and Moon, and of course if you're a proud member of the Happy Nation, make sure you smash the like button down below for us as well. But with that, we're gonna get about. Thank y'all once again for your support. Thank you for checking the video. We out this bitch. Bye.
Goodbye.